How's it going, guys? Welcome back. Please like and subscribe. It's been a long week. I'm not gonna lie. Um, I realized my last couple videos weren't even about the market, so we're gonna keep it about the market. A lot of stuff's been going on in the market. In case you guys want to keep up to date, funny story. My videos inspired somebody to actually go out and invest. And you know what he did? He bought some Apple and he bought some some Meta. So he obviously half hates me because I don't mess with Apple. I just don't think they're innovative. And I don't like their products. I don't like their operating service system. I don't like it. I like Droid better. It is what it is. Some people are like me. Some people aren't. I hate these iPhone users that think they're better than people, like, because they got an iPhone. Like, my phone costs the same, right? Probably more. Like, I don't know. Whatever. We ain't going to get into that. But, he sold. Okay, so he started, like, a couple weeks ago and then sold a week after. Now Meta is above 200. He bought it at 185 or 186, and honestly, I was like, it's a little high, Yeah, I wish he would have. I can't give financial advice, but he's a friend of mine. So anyway, he put half into Apple and he put half into Meta, and then he got mad and sold it at like a $12 loss. Now, guys, if you're investing, you cannot just put it in for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, he didn't even keep it in long enough to understand why he lost money. He's like, Robinhood must have charged me extra money. Like, I'm not messing with Robinhood. I'm not doing that anymore. And it is kind of sad because if he actually knew the whole picture, I think he wouldn't have done that. Now, if he would have held his Meta, I mean, he would have already been up, I don't know, like 5%, maybe 5-7% or so. And I don't know what Apple's doing. Let's see. Let me see here. I don't even have Apple on my watch list, to be honest with you. I don't know. So, I mean, if he would have bought it in around the 155 range, he'd be up on that too. Apple is up to 160. I don't know why, but it is. Moral of the story is if you're gonna invest, don't sell until you realize at least what you're doing. It's okay to invest, in my opinion. This ain't financial advice, but you should probably, invest your money if you have extra money laying around. And I mean, I watch it every day, hours a day. I mean, I know what's going on in the market all the time. Funny thing is I've actually talked to a lot of these big YouTubers, like through the comments, so they know who I am, and it's crazy because everybody is gonna ignore me. That's cool though, because really I'm just kind of talking to a select audience, I guess. The people that are really realists, I feel would be the ones who would tune in. I'm pretty transparent on what I do. I mean, I guess I would keep you up to date a little bit more. I gotta just drop more videos in order for me to do that, So that's why I'm always like and subscribe, because it does help, motivate to keep going and going and going. YouTube is not an easy thing, especially getting into the finance space at this time of the game when nobody wants anything to do with it. Me, on the other hand, I'm loving it. I'm loving the down, all the way down. I don't know if I could say it, but just keep sending it down, Joe Biden. I mean, I think, and if you look at J Pow, I mean, what is he to do? I mean, we've just printed off so much money. I mean, he isn't afraid to turn on the printer either. I mean, if they're bailing out banks. But yeah, I mean, that's been going on this week. The Fed pretty much said they were going to back the banks. Um, I think they're going to back them all, to be honest with you. That's a little bit why I, kind of wanted to get the car because I know I have to get a vehicle at some point because my daughter needs a vehicle. So that's why I did it when I did it because I feel like the banks will start to tighten. Not that it would have mattered to me anyway, but hopefully my bank's around. And I think these places have to start getting smarter about who they're just giving money to, and I think they have. During 2008, learned a lesson to where they're kind of more careful, charge heavier interest rates on people that don't have the credit, so they make up for it on the back end. So I don't see a big drop. I mean, I'm buying stocks that are hitting lows all the time. Like, in my opinion, if you're investing now, this is the time to invest. So it was kind of discouraging seeing him, give up like that and saying, "No, I ain't messing with Robinhood anymore." They took money from me, and I don't think he fully understand what was probably going on there. But okay, so the markets do continue to go down. I kind of knew. I mean, who doesn't see this? I mean, we're going to probably be red all the way up until an election. And not to say that it matters on who wins or who loses necessarily. I'm just saying that's usually, you would think that things would start to flip around that time. So it gives you plenty of time to buy stocks that you really want. Now, I know I made mistakes, right? I mean, I bought Silvergate Capital. I will do a video exposing myself on that. I did buy Coinbase, but I still would have been up on Coinbase. Will I get back into Coinbase? No, because they have nothing else to offer. I'd rather get into Square. There's a big short report on Square, which owns Cash App. So right now, Square's getting shorted pretty heavily by a pretty big, I forgot who it was. Some hedge fund is really trying to cut it down to 70%. And when you have Cash App, and Square, which is great for small businesses, I know people that use them. I just wouldn't bet against a company like that. So I'm keeping my eyes out on Square. I started to add to Robinhood, started to buy Robinhood. What else? I mean, of course, I got out of Boyle when it dropped. I only play Boyle for a few pennies, really, because like 10, 25 cents. That's about all you can play Boyle because you don't know what way Boyle's going to go unless you really know the oil market. By the way, I still haven't seen that guy that put that $1 million into coal at $10. Like, I don't know if he bought an island or something, but good for him. You know who you are. If you're watching, good job. I was wrong. I at the end of the day, okay, so I told him, he got a little frustrated with me. But I was like, you keep doing this, you might win. And he did win. But, you're going to keep doing it. And eventually you're going to lose. So if I had $1 million, what he did, which was put it in Boyle and then watch it 10x. So, he's made over $10 million off of that trade, just off of $1 million. So, I wouldn't put $1 million into, I wouldn't do it. And I still think my theory's right. However, he's proven to be way more righter than me. So, he's probably in Hawaii right now. So, I mean, and that's great and all, but buying good companies like, Google when it was 90, PayPal, Square, Facebook, Tesla, you got so many companies you could split that money into that you don't have to worry about it dropping 90% while you're sleeping. Like, it's just not going to happen. So I do feel that my theory, the trading way isn't the way to go. This is why you buy stocks and you just kind of forget about them. Like Palantir, I bought that 2 years ago. Like, I completely forgot about that. I have no plans on trading in and out of it. It's just sitting on a shelf somewhere to make me proud one day. Meta the same way. Like, I am not worried about Meta at all. I'm happy with my position in Meta, and it might not even be stupid to actually add to it. But yeah, that's kind of the moves. I mean, I'm looking to get back into Under Armour. I believe this is a great time to get into that as well. But I went with Robinhood over that. ChargePoint I added to. I still have Tesla. I think that's all in my. Let me see, because I did actually own some silver too. But I sold out of silver because I just want everything in the market. Oh, and I bought MJ. I completely forgot about MJ. That's how much on a shelf that is. Don't plan on touching it. Might add another 1,000 or so to it, but I'm not. I feel that once that sector is Fed gives it the okay, federally legal, I guess would be the right word for it. I believe, that stuff's just going to go to the moon. I'd rather just own an EFT, though, because I don't really trust any of them singly. They're just terrible decision makers. So I'd rather, and I also want to get into the healthcare sector, but I do believe Palantir kind of covers that a little bit. Let me see what else I mean, because there's a couple of positions I do want to get in, open up. I would love to get into Sunrun. There's so many of them. I don't, ARC-G because I like CRISPR, but why not just buy CRISPR? I would love to get into Enphase, or NVIDIA, but I don't really care that much. But Square, like I said, I want to get into. I'd love to get into Allegiant again. And I would back the truck up if Allegiant gets into the 60s. I don't see it will. PayPal can get it too. I would love to get Shopify in the 30s. It's like Christmas out here. You got Disney at 94. I mean, what? And people are buying Bitcoin. Now, what I'm going to tell you this though. I'm going to tell you this. I'm not messing with BitBoy Crypto. Like that guy is fucking bad shit. Like I should pull up the where he snaps. He's like, I told you, you want to yell at me? Yell at me for Bitcoin? What about me telling you to get Ethereum at $80? Like, and he was, I don't know, he hit some sort of line or something. He was freaking out and he was yelling, and then he likes to tell on people, and he likes to sue people. Like, he's dirty, man. He's a dirty dude. I'm not gonna no more BitBoy Crypto hate from me. Like, BitBoy, go do your thing. Congratulations. You did tell people to buy Ethereum at $80. You also were telling people to buy Polkadot at $100. You were telling people to buy Gala and Mana and all that other stuff. I don't. I know he was. I mean, I think he talked about Dogecoin. I'm not saying. I'm not. Never mind. I don't want no problem with BitBoy Crypto. I'm not gonna bring him up ever again. Like he's a hazard, in my opinion. But crypto has held up. But in the news, you got to keep up to date on the news. Like, I was wondering, maybe Putin's putting money into it, and why is this Bitcoin, doing what this Bitcoin's doing? Like, who wakes up in the morning and I gotta buy Bitcoin. Like when Amazon under 100 when it was. You have Disney at $94, Square, PayPal. Like, and you're gonna buy a Bitcoin? That's not what's going on, guys. So CC from Binance is actually moving all crypto around, probably because he plans on going to prison and he wants easy access to it. So that's why Bitcoin's been running. And I'm part of a lot of these crypto groups because I like to keep my eyes out there, and see how crazy people are. And I'm part of an AMC group too. We should get off into that too. These guys are crazy. Like they were like, yeah, guys, the banking system's over. Come get Bitcoin. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, no, nobody's getting Bitcoin. I'm telling you guys, I have no idea. It has to be CC that's holding it up. That CC Binance guy, he's got to be the one holding it up. Otherwise, this should be nothing. Really, nothing. Like, the stupid ass comments though, either is cash doesn't mean nothing either. It does, dumbass. It means a lot to other countries. It means a lot to us. We got a handful of Bitcoin. You got to pay your rent with a handful of Bitcoin. You ain't gonna do that. The dealership ain't going to take it unless it's Tesla. And I think you'd have to convert it to Dogecoin. So, if you're, in crypto, not financial advice, and who knows, we live in a clown world. So it's just, I do want to get my hands on some coin. Don't get me wrong. If Coinbase gets into $30 territory again, I'm going to pick up some shares probably at Coin. I'll actually probably go with Square. I just trust Square more than I trust Coinbase. Coinbase only has crypto going for it. And honestly, I just don't believe in it. I played around with Silvergate. I've actually made a lot more money from crypto than I've lost on crypto. It's just fundamentally there's nothing there. So I'll try to buy Robinhood, Square, and if Coinbase falls to a ridiculous price, then maybe I'll get into it. But if I own crypto right now, which I actually do because I own it on one of those stupid ass wallets, I would sell it if I knew my password, the 15 numbers you need, and because when you first get it, you're like, oh, I'm gonna write all this down and keep it, and then you get a new phone. And then you forget about everything. And then what does it matter? It's in the middle of a bear market. It's only worth like 12 cents anyway. So that'd be crazy though. If Polygon, which I think that dude, BitBoy, was talking about Polygon too. But we ain't going to get into that. Like I said, no more BitBoy. But crypto, in my opinion, until they actually put it with the technology, until a company uses the technology, I have a hard time getting into crypto. But yeah, SEC is trying to really ban it. That's what it's looking like now. You still got Bitcoin pushing like, $26,000 to $28,000, so it makes no sense to me. But yeah, that's my opinion on that, and that's kind of the update on why I believe Bitcoin has had its run. It's because of Binance. War. So we have that going on, apparently. It always worries me with this. I would love to own Taiwan Semiconductor. Obviously, so would Warren Buffett, but he's nervous about it too. Putin's now starting to move nukes into near Poland, near NATO. Now, the United States says they don't have a problem with this. They say there's nothing to worry about. There's no problem. I kind of agree. I think what Putin's trying to do is set up a barrier between him and Russia. And I don't want to get, into who's right and who's wrong or anything, but it appears, I could see if we just continue to, not like try to go to war. I think we'll be okay, but it is such a, coin flip right now. That's why I haven't really went heavy into the market besides the fact I've been running around for this stupid ass car. But yeah, it's getting serious to where, but I didn't think, in all honesty, I didn't think Putin would invade Ukraine, but it happened. So if somehow Poland gets attacked, it's probably a complete annihilation from way I see it. I mean, we got Palantir. We also have a lot of companies that work with the government that are much more powerful than what probably Russia is. But, I don't know. I'm not going to go out there and call, Putin or Zelensky any names or anything like that or disrespect anything that's going on there. It sucks that innocent people are getting hurt over this. That seems to be that you could probably talk this out, like, right? Like, how could you not sit in a room and talk this out? I don't know. But yeah, hope that ends soon. But it does seem that Russia did not. Putin didn't like being called a war criminal. It is also what happened this week is is they labeled Putin like a war criminal and they want him arrested. Now, typically when that happens, they get arrested or they get killed. Like, it's a big deal because then you can't really do business with Putin because he's a war criminal. China doesn't give a shit. So, speaking of China, so the TikTok guy came on and argued with Congress. I should really review that. If you want me to review that, put it in the comments or something, or let me know, because that was, in my opinion, TikTok, the guy over there. I don't know his name. I should get his name out of respect. Let me see if I can find it. One second here. Gotta find this guy's name. Come on, give me the guy's name. Because you know why I gotta get this guy's name? Because he held his own. He made us look stupid. I'm sorry. So, the TikTok chief executive, Xiao Zishu, he testified before Congress to stop the ban on TikTok. Now, I watched it because I watch all that stuff. I even watched the Fed height rake and all that. So, and Janet Yellen freaking out and crashing the market while Powell was speaking. Like, it was nuts. But that guy literally lit everybody up. Like, they were trying so hard to be like, your country, is telling you what to do, the Communist Party. And he was like, no, this is a business. You guys can, monitor everything that comes in. You guys know I don't support China. And I gotta say, that guy just made us look he made us look stupid. He made us look really stupid out there. And, that's embarrassing. That's my first thought on that. And at first I was like, yeah, go Meta, because I'm a big Meta guy. I want TikTok banned. But after watching that, even though they feed, all of the American kids, because really it's kids that have the short attention span and watch that kind of stuff, it is mostly stupid stuff. But I got to tell you, I mean, they showed that guy showed class, and he really handled himself under all those questions, professionalism. I got to give it to TikTok. I think after watching that TikTok will get banned? I don't. And after watching that, I don't think TikTok deserved to be banned. So, maybe I'm a little hard on TikTok. So that's been going on too. Let's see what's going on. Oh, okay. Well, I'll make it quick. So, Echoes, Echoes has so much energy. It's crazy. When Meet Kevin's not on, he's such a grifting piece of crap. Like, he's so stupid. If I got him on my show and I'd look him in the face, I'd be like, "You're a stupid piece of crap, Meet Kevin." Like that. That's the kind of energy he portrays. So Meet Kevin comes on his show and he's just quiet. Like, well, the comments. Somebody in the comments asked how your day was. Man, I don't. You shouldn't talk about me, Kevin. That's all there is to it. He again shows up. Again, Kevin pulls up, and he has no problem with speaking to somebody, and and has no problem being confronted. So that's why I have respect for Kevin. If you want to go watch it, it's on Echo's channel. It's towards the end, and it's really just Meet Kevin show after that. He's like, man, I wish I could entertain your audience. And Echoes is like, Steven said my channel wouldn't be nothing if I didn't talk about you. And Meet Kevin's like, he's probably right, it was crazy. Was there any other? Oh, yeah, Meet Kevin getting sued. Are these guys getting sued? No. And do they deserve to get sued? No, you shouldn't be listening to them. Like, let's be honest. Let's see what else is going on here. I mean, you got Deutsche Bank going down. I get that. I mean, the bank crisis. Is it going to get bad before it gets better? I think so. I mean, I don't see anything positive. Even if the war ends, I guess, I mean, the stocks might shoot up for like a little bit. The only way is if they start printing money again. The market moves very awkwardly. When money starts getting printed, you see it in stocks. It's like very algorithmic. There, I don't say that word a lot. Oh God. All right. So I mean, I guess Tattooed Chef delays earnings. Another reason to bring up, I guess, Jeremy from Financial Education. So, I mean, this guy, he's starting Patreons where he wants you to buy his courses and he's going to teach you how to buy shitty stocks. My father-in-law, he bought 20 shares of Tattooed Chef at $17 because I really believed in it. I was a dumbass. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I was stupid, but I didn't know when to sell, and I mean, I didn't. I got out without a loss. That's all I can be happy for. But yeah. So they delay earnings again for like the 10th time. They've only had like 8 earnings. I don't know how they're doing this. I wouldn't trust. If you still own Tattooed Chef, I'm sorry about you. And if you are in Jeremy's courses, Jeremy, man, you have to. How can he get out of this position and still be able to, sell courses? Apologize. Show some humility. Jeremy, you come out and you say, I'm sorry. You hold a cat, you hold a puppy, I don't care. You got to do something, but you've got to show that you got to be like, I made a mistake. I was wrong. I did the same thing with GoPro, and now I'm reevaluating things. You don't just turn around the next day and buy Fubo. Like like Jesus Christ. I don't know. If you're in his course, good for you. Maybe you're getting something out of it. What's going on over there? I mean, Palantir, I still love Palantir, and I will continue to add to Palantir. There's nothing more to talk about there. They're still getting contracts, even more contracts. I think they're going to get that NHS deal, so that's another $100 million a year in their pocket. I mean, we're good over here at Palantir. Let's see what else is going on. Yeah, I mean, I did talk about buying Coinbase. So SEC does threaten to really ban Coinbase. You know, it's pretty serious for Coinbase. That's why I hope it drops to 30. They're just the most regulated out of all the other crypto companies. And if you want your hands on some of this stupid ass crypto and you want to do it through the stock market, I mean, Coinbase is probably the most direct way to do it. It's just so sketchy. That's why I'm still on the side of Square. I think Square can figure out how to use blockchain and their technology together. Then you own Square, you own Cash App. We all have a good day, like because at least it's attached to a real company. Let's see here. Bank run. I don't see a bank run happening. So Trump arrest. So I mean, we might as well get into that. I'm sick of breaking up the videos into different videos. Like, I just hope you stay tuned and watch again while we're here at 31 minutes. If you've made it 31 minutes, hit the like button. And if you're new, go ahead and subscribe. Thanks for sticking with me this long. I just want to get all the news out. I think you guys should know the news at least every week. So I'm going to cover all the news that I know and also kind of tell you a little bit where I'm sitting at. I mean, I haven't really made a lot of moves in the market because it's just been so crazy. But so they plan on arresting Trump. Weird. Like, it's so weird. Wasn't he supposed to be arrested like a year ago? Like, I don't believe it. I mean, Trump did come out himself and say it, but then you're just going to fuel Trump and he'll probably win if you keep messing with him. He's not one to really be messing with. I don't think Trump's going to jail. I don't know. Meta. I mean, I honestly, where would I see selling Meta at? Maybe 400 or 500 bucks. Yeah, I have about like 15 grand in it. Somewhere in there. I don't know exactly, but I don't plan on getting rid of Meta because I really see it being $1,000 stock. I see it being $1 trillion company. I think Meta can be the most valuable company on the planet. I just don't get Apple. Like it's over, Apple. You've been making the same damn phone for fucking 13 years. Like, give it up. Just stop. You gonna make an Apple car? You think that's gonna work? That ain't gonna work. So I just feel that in Tesla. Wait, weren't we supposed to have infinite like trucks this year? You remember when we did the conference call before I owned I'm trying to not be biased, and I didn't own Tesla when I did my Tesla earnings call where Elon came out and gave everybody stickers and was like, I'm going to have unlimited amounts of vehicles for everybody to buy, so you don't need to buy any other vehicles. And the robots are going to make them. And his hair's all crazy. He's like, yeah. It's like, yeah, I don't know, Elon. I think every monster Elon drinks or every monster like substance Elon drinks does or whatever, he comes up with another idea and they're just more outlandish like they are. Okay, he did go to outer space. That's pretty impressive. That's why I own some Tesla because, he might sniff some coke with Joe Rogan and, go ahead and I don't know, move to Mars. I don't know. I shouldn't have probably said that, but Yeah, I just he's wild and he's crazy, but he kind of seems to do what he wants to do, and he kind of pulls it off. So I'm gonna continue to own Tesla because I'm here for the ride. It's drama. Let's see, is there anything new on? No. Let's see what. I don't care about that either. Yeah, definitely not messing with Big Boy. Okay, I guess we can talk about a little bit about the Fed U-turn. It's gonna happen. They're gonna have to. That's why I haven't pulled my money out of the market, and I'm not ever really going to. I might sit on the sideline for a second, and that's kind of what I'm doing now because I'm hoping for a big crash before we go up. But we're gonna see a turn in rates now. I think we'll start dropping rates actually by the end of the year. Now we're going to probably stay above 5% for quite some time, which is the interest rate I got my car at. So that's why I also went and got a car because I don't know how long this is going to take. I do think by the end of the year we will see actually a Christmas rally finally. I didn't even know those existed. But yeah, I guess that's all for the market. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.